Have you heard about the major Social Security changes that are affecting millions of retirees across America? Most seniors have no idea that these updates could impact their benefits. More than 3 million retirees have already received increases in their Social Security payments. Some have even received large retroactive deposits ranging from $5,000 to $10,000, and in certain cases, more than $30,000. Yet hundreds of thousands of other retirees who may qualify for the very same increase have not received anything at all. The surprising part is that many of them were never contacted or informed. They did not make a mistake, miss paperwork, or fail to meet requirements. The information simply never reached them. Think about a retired teacher in California, a police officer in Ohio, a firefighter in Massachusetts, or a federal employee in Texas. Many of these public servants spent decades serving their communities. However, for years their Social Security benefits were reduced, or sometimes eliminated entirely, because of two federal provisions known as the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO. Everything changed in January 2025 when the Social Security Fairness Act became law. The legislation eliminated both WEP and GPO, allowing many affected retirees to receive significantly higher monthly benefits. For some, monthly checks increased by several $100s. Others saw increases of more than $1,000 per month. In certain cases, retirees experienced benefit jumps from around $1,976 to more than $3,500 per month, an increase that can dramatically improve retirement income for life. However, in 2026, a major problem remains. Many retirees who should be receiving these larger payments still are not. Some never applied for benefits because they were told years ago that the old rules would reduce their payments to little or nothing. Others are still waiting for retroactive payments that may be owed to them. At the same time, lawmakers from both political parties continue urging the Social Security Administration to review how back payments are calculated. There is growing concern that many eligible retirees could still be owed substantial amounts of money, particularly those who never filed applications under the old rules. In this discussion, we'll explain who qualifies under the Social Security Fairness Act, why some retirees may have been overlooked, what benefit increases look like in real numbers, and how families can determine whether they may be entitled to additional payments. If you, your spouse, a parent, or a loved one worked as a teacher, firefighter, police officer, federal employee, or another government worker whose paycheck did not include Social Security taxes, this information could be extremely important. For some families, it may mean recovering thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in benefits. To understand why these changes matter, it's important to look at the old system. For decades, WEP and GPO reduced Social Security benefits for approximately 3.2 million Americans. These rules primarily affected public sector workers in positions where Social Security taxes were not deducted from earnings. This included many teachers, police officers, firefighters, federal employees under older retirement systems, and certain state and local government workers. Under WEP, a worker who spent part of their career in a government position and another part paying into Social Security could see their earned Social Security benefits reduced. In some cases, the reduction amounted to hundreds of dollars every month. Under GPO, retirees who qualified for spousal or survivor benefits often saw those benefits sharply reduced or eliminated altogether. As a result, many eligible spouses never bothered applying because they believed there was no benefit available to them. The Social Security Fairness Act changed that landscape completely. Millions of retirees now have the opportunity to receive the full benefits they earned, but many people still do not realize they may qualify. That is why understanding these changes and taking action if necessary can make a significant difference to your financial future. This is where things become especially important. Many Americans were told years, even decades ago, there's no point in applying for Social Security benefits because your payment will be reduced to zero. As a result, countless retirees never filed an application. They simply accepted that they would receive little or nothing and moved on with their lives. Then, in January 2025, everything changed. The Social Security Fairness Act became law, officially eliminating both the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO. Even more importantly, the law was made retroactive to January 2024. This meant that eligible retirees could finally receive their full Social Security benefits without reductions caused by these outdated rules. It also meant that many retirees became entitled to retroactive payments covering benefits they should have received starting in January 2024. The Social Security Administration began implementing these changes in February 2025. By mid-2025, The agency had processed more than 3 million cases and distributed over $17 billion in retroactive benefits. Officials reported that this massive effort was completed several months ahead of schedule. For many retirees, the results were extraordinary. Unexpected deposits began appearing in bank accounts across the country. Some retirees received $5,000, others $10,000, and some received more than $30,000 in retroactive benefits. In many cases, the money arrived before recipients even received a written explanation from Social Security. But while millions benefited from these changes, an important group of retirees may still have been left behind. We'll discuss that group shortly. First, let's look at the numbers because they reveal just how significant these changes have been. The average monthly increase resulting from the elimination of WEP has been estimated at roughly $480 per month. That is only an average. Some retirees received smaller increases, while others saw much larger gains. In publicly discussed examples, monthly Social Security benefits increased from approximately $1,976 to as much as $3,559. The exact amount depends on factors such as an individual's employment history, pension size, earnings record, and eligibility status. For retirees affected by GPO, the impact can be even greater. Many spouses and surviving spouses previously had their Social Security benefits reduced or eliminated entirely. With GPO gone, those benefits can now be restored, creating hundreds and sometimes more than $1,000 of additional monthly income. It's important to understand that there is no universal increase that applies to everyone. The Social Security Administration calculates each person's benefits individually. Factors such as work history, pension income, lifetime earnings, and eligibility requirements all play a role in determining the final amount. While headline examples can be impressive, your actual increase will depend on your personal circumstances. That said, for many retirees, these changes represent one of the largest improvements to retirement income they have seen in years. Now let's move on to the most important question. Who qualifies under the Social Security Fairness Act, and who may still be missing out? Group 1. Teachers in certain states. Not every teacher was affected by WEP or GPO. However, teachers in several states historically worked in school systems that did not participate fully in Social Security. These states include Alaska, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Louisiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Missouri, Nevada, Ohio, and portions of Georgia, Kentucky, Rhode Island, and Texas. If you or your spouse worked as a teacher in one of these areas, your Social Security benefits may have been reduced under WEP, GPO, or both. Since January 2024, those reductions have been eliminated. If you were already receiving a reduced benefit, your payment should have been recalculated, and you may have received retroactive compensation during 2025. Group 2. Firefighters and police officers. Many firefighters and law enforcement officers spent their careers in pension systems that operated outside of Social Security. This was particularly common in states and local jurisdictions that maintained independent retirement programs for public safety employees. As a result, many retired firefighters and police officers experienced reduced Social Security benefits under WEP or lost spousal benefits because of GPO. With both provisions now repealed, many of these retirees are seeing significant increases in their monthly benefits and may also qualify for retroactive payments covering past months of underpaid benefits. Many of these retirees are now seeing substantial increases in their Social Security benefits and may also qualify for significant retroactive payments. Group 3. Federal employees under the CSRS system. The third major group includes federal employees who retired under the older Civil Service Retirement System, commonly known as CSRS. Many CSRS retirees spent part of their careers working in private sector jobs where they paid Social Security taxes. Under the old rules, the Windfall Elimination Provision often reduced the Social Security benefits they had earned through those private sector jobs. With the passage of the Social Security Fairness Act, those reductions have been eliminated. If you are a CSRS retiree or married to one, this change could result in a meaningful increase in monthly retirement income. Group 4. State and local government employees. The fourth group includes state, county, and local government employees who participated in pension systems that did not contribute to Social Security. The details vary from state to state and agency to agency. However, if you worked for a government employer and Social Security taxes were not withheld from your paycheck, there is a strong possibility that this law affects your retirement benefits. Group 5. The overlooked group. This final group receives far less attention than it deserves, Yet it may be the most important group discussed in this video. We're talking about surviving spouses and divorced spouses who never applied for Social Security spousal or survivor benefits because of the old government pension offset rules. This is where the situation becomes especially important in 2026. For years, many widows, widowers, and divorced spouses were told there was no point in applying because the government pension offset would reduce their benefit to zero. Believing they were ineligible, they never filed an application. As a result, the Social Security Administration often had no record that these individuals might qualify for benefits. Today, those same individuals may be eligible. However, there is a complication. Under current Social Security rules, when someone files a new application for spousal or survivor benefits, retroactive payments are generally limited to 6 months before the application date. In most cases, benefits are not automatically paid all the way back to January 2024. Because of this issue, a bipartisan group of lawmakers has urged the Social Security Administration to reconsider its approach. Their argument is simple. If Congress intended the Social Security Fairness Act to restore benefits beginning in January 2024, then retirees who never applied because of the old rules should not be penalized. As of 2026, discussions on this issue are still ongoing. What does this mean for you? If you, your spouse, or a parent never applied for Social Security spousal or survivor benefits because you were told the government pension offset would eliminate them, you may now qualify for benefits that were previously unavailable. More importantly, delaying action could reduce the amount of retroactive benefits you may be able to receive. So how can you determine whether you are affected? Let's walk through the steps. Step 1. Review your Social Security account. Log into your My Social Security account and review your current benefit information. If your monthly payment increased significantly during early or mid-2025, that increase may have resulted from the Social Security Fairness Act. You should also check whether a retroactive payment was deposited into the bank account linked to your benefits. Step 2. Review any notices from Social Security. The Social Security Administration mailed notices to many affected beneficiaries explaining their updated benefits. If you received one of these letters, read it carefully. It should explain your revised monthly benefit amount and any retroactive payment you received. Step 3. Contact Social Security if you haven't seen an increase. If you believe WEP or GPO affected your benefits in the past, but you have not noticed an increase, contact the Social Security Administration directly. While millions of cases have already been processed, some files remain under review. This is particularly true for retirees with complex employment histories, multiple pensions, or unusual benefit situations. Step 4. Apply if you never filed before. This may be the most important step of all. If you or your spouse never applied for spousal or survivor benefits because the old rules made you believe you were ineligible, contact Social Security and ask about filing an application now. Even though current rules generally limit retroactive payments, filing sooner rather than later can help establish eligibility and start benefits as quickly as possible. If future policy changes expand retroactive payments, having an application already on file may work to your advantage. Step 5. Seek professional guidance if necessary. If your situation is complicated, or if you believe your benefits may have been calculated incorrectly, consider consulting a qualified Social Security specialist or attorney. A professional review can sometimes uncover errors, missed opportunities, or additional benefits that may be worth far more than the cost of a consultation. For some retirees, the difference could amount to thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars over the course of retirement. Let's bring everything together with a simple checklist you can use right now. 1. Determine whether you were affected. Start by identifying whether you, your spouse, or a parent worked in a public sector position where Social Security taxes were not withheld from their paycheck. Common examples include teachers in certain states, firefighters, police officers, federal employees covered by the Civil Service Retirement System, CSRS, state and local government workers with non-Social Security pension plans. If any of these situations apply to you or someone in your family, continue with the next steps. 2. Review your current Social Security benefits. Log into your Social Security account and review your benefit information. Ask yourself this question. Did your monthly benefit increase significantly during 2025? If the answer is yes, there is a good chance that increase resulted from the Social Security Fairness Act and the elimination of WEP and GPO. 3. Check for a retroactive payment. Many eligible retirees received a one-time retroactive payment during 2025. Review your bank records and verify whether a lump sum deposit was sent to the account Social Security has on file. If you believe you qualified but never received a payment, contact the Social Security Administration and ask for clarification. ###. 4. Apply if you never filed for spousal or survivor benefits. This is one of the most important steps in the entire process. If you, your spouse, or a deceased spouse worked in an affected public service position and you never applied for spousal or survivor benefits because you were told the government pension offset would eliminate them, contact Social Security as soon as possible. Many people who were previously discouraged from applying may now qualify. Waiting too long could reduce the amount of retroactive benefits available to you. ###5. Keep every Social Security notice. Save all letters, notices, and benefit statements you receive from the Social Security Administration. Keep both digital and paper copies whenever possible. If a mistake is discovered later, or if your benefit calculation is questioned, having complete documentation can be extremely valuable. ###6. Seek professional help for complex cases. Not every retirement situation is straightforward. If you have multiple pensions, an unusual work history, survivor benefits, or other complicated circumstances, consider speaking with a qualified Social Security specialist or attorney. A professional review could uncover errors or missed benefits that may be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars over time. ###7. Share this information with someone who may need it. Think about the people in your life who may have been affected. *, a retired teacher. *, a firefighter. *, a police officer. *, a federal CSRS retiree. *, a widow or widower whose spouse worked in public service. Sometimes the most helpful thing you can do is simply share information that someone else may never have seen. These changes are not special loopholes or government giveaways. They are the result of a federal law enacted to restore benefits that many retirees believe they earned through decades of work. Those who learn about these changes and take action can receive the benefits they are entitled to. Those who never hear about them may miss important opportunities altogether. ###. A quick disclaimer. This video is provided for educational and informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal, financial, tax, medical, Social Security, or Medicare advice. Retirement Watch is not affiliated with the Social Security Administration or any government agency. Eligibility for benefit increases and retroactive payments depends on your unique circumstances, including your employment history, pension arrangements, benefit status, and application record. Laws, regulations, and administrative policies can change over time. Always verify your specific situation through official sources or with a qualified professional before making decisions. ###. Final thoughts. If you've watched all the way to this point, thank you. Simply taking the time to understand these changes already puts you ahead of many people who may be affected by them. The retirees who protect their financial future are often the ones who stay informed, ask questions, and verify the facts, rather than assuming someone else will notify them. That habit alone can make an enormous difference over the course of retirement. A comfortable retirement is often built not just on savings and investments, but on understanding the benefits you've earned and making sure you receive every dollar you're entitled to. If you found this information helpful, consider subscribing to Retirement Watch and turning on notifications. We publish new videos every week covering Social Security, Medicare, retirement planning, taxes, and other important topics affecting retirees, all explained in clear, straightforward language. And please consider sharing this video with a parent, spouse, neighbor, friend, or anyone else who might benefit from this information. A simple conversation started today could potentially save someone years of confusion and help them recover benefits they never realized were available. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which category best describes you or someone in your family? *teacher, *firefighter, *police officer, *federal CSRS, retiree, *state or local government employee, *spouse or survivor who never applied because of the old rules. Leave a comment below. Your feedback helps shape future videos and allows us to focus on the topics that matter most to our viewers. I'm Robert Hale, and this has been Retirement Watch. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and most importantly, take care of the people you love.